Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have MCS versus Aphelion Esports, two of the best teams right now out there, and this is in the playoff bracket, which means whoever wins is going to get into the next round. Whoever loses, though, is going to drop out of the competition. So something really important for both teams. Obviously, this is a best of two match, so let's see who can take the win in the end. And we have Aphelion Esports starting things off, so let's check it out and let's see who in the end is going to take the victory. First off, we have Captain America coming in, and this is looking like a nice Suilalo, which is not that often that we see those anymore. So let's take a look what exactly he's going to do. So far, it looks like he's trying to force his king into the single inferno tower to make sure that is going down. But after that, to be honest, I have no clue where exactly his royal champion is going to be placed. It looks like his queen is supposed to take down this eagle defense, like the eagle over there. That is looking pretty good as an opening. And now we have the royal champion supposed to go for the scatter, and he's tanking there with the skeleton spell. That's a really cool trick, just making sure that he's getting some more value in there. And this is just invested, or like he has just invested so far, a rage and a skeleton. So let's see if this is going to be too much of an investment just for the scatter, or if that's not the case. Let's just wait and see in the end what exactly is going to happen. So Queen, meanwhile, she has her ability left, which means she's going to take down maybe the sweeper, maybe the wizard tower. And I guess, no, we're going to start off with the Nalo from the top side. That's actually surprising. All of this only was happening, or like this was just possible because of the clan castle placement. Otherwise, this would have not been happening, because we have all of the ground expos and the clan castle covering the town hall, which gave the heroes so much freedom on the other side that this attack already is looking pretty good. The only thing which he needs to worry about right now is the enemy queen. This queen needs to go down ASAP. That will be pretty important. Now the slammer is getting delayed on that multi-inferno tower in that core, which is staying completely alone. The skeletons finally killing that enemy queen, which is the key. Now the question is this enough? I mean, there's one slammer against the world basically at this point, but is this going to be enough? The slammer is trying to hide on top of that scatter shot to make sure that there's no more damage on that. And well, we have one haste left. How many loons? What exactly is going to be in the slammer? And we have loons and a dragon. So we have overall 5 loons, 1 dragon. That's what it looks like. The first haste, or like the last haste, actually is getting placed. He's trying to tank the backend, I guess, with the baby dragon, which is not working that great. But still, the loons are making to the air defense, and this is the last building going down. And this should be a nice 3-star for Captain America, starting things off for Aphelion Esports, making sure MCS has a lot of pressure from the get-go. So let's see if MCS can handle that pressure, and if they, well, can turn this war around. So let's see. Remy O is coming in, and I mean, we know Remy, he's insane with those skeleton and those bat spells. So let's see how good of entry this is going to be. He's going for the sneaky takedown for the clan castle. We see this a ton recently from MCS and some other teams as well. It's a really strong technique, taking that clan castle down nice and early, because this clan castle is a building, and obviously with everything in there is covering so much of that base, and one of the best defenses against heroes. That's that's quite unfortunate. So that's why you have to take that out. So nicely done by Remy. And now we can already try to kind of predict what is going to happen. So first off, we have the king walking in from the left side, and the queen is going to go for that town compartment. So which scatter? Because normally when you have bats, you want to go for a scatter shot, which means you want to have the scatter taken down by the bats, because there's always this small radius around that scatter, where it cannot defend himself. Basically, that's it. So that's kind of the story about the scatter, and that's really nice to abuse with those bats. So let's see which scatter he's going to choose, because it feels like the core scatter makes sense, but he needs to take down the wizard tower for this to make this work. Otherwise, the wizard tower is going to cover the scatter, and this is obviously not how this should be. So now we have a couple of loons and actually the slammer onto the wizard tower. And wait a second, what is he going? Wow. Okay, he's tanking the wizard tower with the slammer, and now he's using the bats onto the scatter. That's some awesome planning right there. The question which we have though is, Was this too heavy of an investment? Like, he invested 4 skeletons just to take that defense down. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Is it better to bring like 2 to 3 freezes maybe, and that's more worth it? I don't know. Let's see if he can make this work in the end. We have some more loons from the outside coming in. The warden ability was covering everything really nicely, and the headhunters meanwhile took down the enemy queen. So there are no important heroes left anymore. It's all about this backend. It's all about this one multi-inferno tower and the eagle going down as quickly as possible. And we have only 40 seconds left. There's one freeze. There are a couple of barbarians which you can still place for like cleanup purposes. But still, this is looking pretty close, depending on how fast those loons can reach the multi-inferno tower and how quick those minions and not really lava pop, but those ice pops can actually deal with all of the rest of the base. So far, the loons are looking good. 20 seconds roundabout left, which is still looking pretty decent time-wise. The loons are making to the cannon. Now the freeze onto the Inferno Tower, which is looking good. The Inferno Tower should be taken down really easily. We have 10 more seconds, and that should be alright because the loons are easily taking down the gold storage. And now we have the minions and ice pups taking down the last remaining gold storage. So this means it's 1 and 1 triple-wise, 3 to 3. And now we have Tobi coming in for Aphelion Esports, and he's choosing to go once again with Lalo. But this time, we're bringing some lightnings. We're bringing some lightnings to the party. And let's see. So far, he has 7 lightnings, 1 earthquake. I guess this has to go for the queen, right? Like, we have a multi, we have an expo, we have a sweeper, all of this to the queen. So this has to be placed onto the queen, and that's exactly what is going to happen. Now the earthquake to damage the expo as well. I think he could have hit the scatter as well. Not really 100% sure. Either way, he got some great value there with the lightnings, and now it's all about his king and the Royal Champ, apparently, because the Royal Champ is getting placed really early, and now he's using his queen to force both of the heroes inside the scatter. So King and the Royal Champ are supposed to take down the scatter, and now on the other side he's using his queen separate to take down the eagle. That's looking really good as an entry point. So let's see if that's enough value, because so far it looks great. Just take a look at what huge part of the base he's taking out right now. The Royal Champ ability taking some more buildings out over there as well. The eagle is dropping, and the last air defense on that bottom side is dropping as well. So huge value. Is he getting the expo? No, the expo is not going to go down, which isn't the worst thing because it's like an ground expo, so that shouldn't be that big of a problem. And now he's using the slammer once again. That's so cool with the lightnings compared to like a blizzard blimp, for example, because you always have your siege machine left. And the siege machine is so strong, I feel like, in Clash of Clans. It's giving you so much power, especially with the slammer in Lalo. It is crazy. The upper pups are perfectly activating the tunnel, so everything is going there. Then obviously the warden ability just in a second to protect everything. That's what we're going to see. And now we have the headhunters making their way into the base, into the enemy royal champion. We have some more Lalo coming in from the left side. The last air defense is about to be taken down. And now we have a huge group of loons flying into the base. We have still the slammer. Like, the slammer is slowly following. He's kind of like watching what those loons do, and then kind of depending on that, he's reacting. But so far, this looks really, really good. The slammer is taking down the sweeper, which is great. Some of the cleanup minions, though, are getting taken down by the top side. The slammer now is fighting with that single inferno tower, which means most likely it needs to be open. But the hound is perfectly freezing the backhand, which is done perfectly. So nicely done, nice attack. Tobi is bringing it in for Aphelion Esports, which means we have the next triple on the board. That is going to be an exciting weekend as well, because both of those teams, like I said, are going to participate in the Clash of Clans Worlds warm-up. That one's going to be a crazy one. I already see that. So this one so far is looking great as well. 3 triples out of 3 attacks. That's a pretty nice rate, I would say, for those teams. The lava pup on the hound on the right is going to explode, but this won't change anything. We have already the next attack on our hands, and Tryhard is coming in with some nice queen charge Lalo. That's always enjoyable to watch, and I always was saying, okay, queen charge Lalo is the hardest strategy to pull off, and I think I have to change my decision on that, because I did a couple of Sui Lalo attacks, right? Like, I saw Yo-Yo from Alternate. It's kind of high there in Legend League, and I saw a lot of the top players in the world right now are using Sui Lalo to be really high up there. And I thought, okay, right now I'm using like 2 accounts for Chinese Smash and like 1 for Sui Lalo, 1 for Blizzard Lalo. And this one Blizzard Lalo I changed to Sui Lalo. And I have to say, it is so hard. Like, it's so hard to keep track of every single loon group, every single spells. You have so many spells compared to Blizzard Lalo, and obviously it's crazy. It's really crazy. This right now is just like, I don't know why. I was streaming this match. There was no problem whatsoever. It will go away in a second. We will normally watch the attack together. But yeah, what I wanted to say during the beginning of this queen charge, because the action is going to start, I want to say I think Sui Lalo might be even a little bit harder than Queen Charge Lalo. But either way, both of those strategies are some really cool strategies to watch. We have the king on the right side. Kind of struggled against this enemy Warden and the Tesla and everything which were over there. The Royal Champion as well is going to go down. So now it's all about this queen. It's all about the queen taking down the last remaining defenses on that side. Taking down both multi-inferno towers, that would be great. And so far it looks pretty good. I mean, the value, I'm not sure if the value is enough for a Queen Charge Lalo though. I feel like on a Queen Charge Lalo you need to have so much value with your Queen Charge. Otherwise, the Lalo with not that many spells is sometimes not that effective. Especially with already activating the Town Hall. That's something which is kind of tricky because he has no haste, he has no freezes left, so he needs to use the Warden ability early and the Rage. Luckily, all of the Dunes are going through that Town Hall explosion without taking any damage. And now we have no more Hounds. The scatter shot is shooting. I don't know what exactly it shot, but I feel like the Loons didn't take any damage. But it should be alright. The haste is leading everything into the back, and the Queen is still alive over there. So maybe this could be still enough. If the Single Inferno Tower, the Single Inferno Tower needs to go down. This is like the key defense right now. If that Single Inferno Tower is dropping, then this looks pretty good. He has 35 seconds left. The Queen still has her ability left. But it looks like the Inferno Tower is going to survive. The King is tanking the Warden, which means the Single Inferno Tower is going to stay alive. But can he still save this? Can this still work? The Single Inferno Tower is frying every single minion after each other. Now the Queen ability to have some more hit points left. But is the Queen actually going inside? That's the big question. If the Queen is not going inside, this will be bad news for MCS, for Tryhard. The Queen is going inside. The Queen can take down some more buildings. But guys, is this going to be enough time-wise? I don't think so. I don't think so. 2 more seconds, and this is going to finish off on a 97% 2-star. So, Aphelion Esports is in the lead. And now Sammy can push this lead even further. And he's choosing to go with the Hound on that air defense. That is a quite interesting call. I guess he wants to use that Hound as well as like a Coco Loon or something like that. Because so far the Hound is doing a great work of scouting for all of those black mines. The town meanwhile went down. I feel like the Rage was not really worth it too much, to be honest. I feel like he did not get a lot of value, like just a couple of Yetis, and obviously the super goblins would have been a way better choice right there without that Rage. And now this means he has only 3 Rages left. Obviously it's not the worst having 3 Rages left, to be honest, but it could be 4, right? It could be 4 or even more freezes depending on that. Now we have the P.E.K.K.A. Smash getting into that base. He needs to use the Warden ability to save that Queen. Queen ability is getting used, and now the Warden ability. So, not really big a fan of that. I feel like the Warden ability could have saved that Queen ability, which would have been way more value, but so far it's still looking good. Bowlers, though, are walking around the outside. We have the Royal Champion now entering that party as well. The Inferno Tower needs to go down. The P.E.K.K.A. are going everywhere. Like, they're flying across the base. Yes, no Rages left. Every single Rage already got used. And now it's all about the backhand. Can this still work? I mean, the P.E.K.K.A. Well, the one P.E.K.K.A. is trying to get to that Queen. The Queen is trying to outmove him or her. But, well, the Queen in the end, the attacking Queen in the end, is going to finish off the enemy Queen. So, this so far is looking... not sure. With the Queen ability, I think it would have been 3. I think with that Queen ability, it could have been 3. Not really sure about that Warden and Queen ability timing. I feel like the Warden timing a little bit earlier could have saved that Queen. And now with the Queen ability, just imagine having the Queen going through that wall, taking down the scatter. That would be huge, because now the Royal Champion has to deal with all of those backhand defenses, the scatter, the expo, so many defenses, and this means this is not looking like the heroes are going to survive that. And the scatter now is like tearing everything down. Like that's kind of scary defense to have on the back end, and this is going to be a defense, it looks like, for MCS. The healer and the P.E.K.K.A. are getting some more percentages. Obviously that's great, but on the same time not getting a 3-star, and it seems like not getting as much percentage as MCS could be a problem in this match, because normally whenever obviously both teams are not getting the 3 stars, you're trying to get more percentage to have this percentage lead in a possible tie. And now it's up to MCS. If they're tripling, if they're going to triple, they're again up 4%, 4 buildings. That's it. That's not the biggest lead in the world, but at the same time, it's a lead. So let's see if MCS can do that. We have Synthe coming in. This is... Wait, what? This is 7 invisibility spells. Synthe, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? 7 invisibility spells, and now... Oh, I see what he's going to do. Okay, so first off, he's going for some skeletons on that scatter. Now he's turning the invisibility spell around, basically, and using the same skeletons to take down the clan castle. This is some really clever movement right there. Now the next invisibility spell with those skeletons, making sure he's getting the scatter in the core as well. Synthe, this is looking so clean. Such a cool move, making sure he's getting the scatter down as well. So that scatter is going to go down. He has 1 earthquake to make sure the last scatter is going down. I feel like it should go down, right? And it is. So both scatters, enemy clan castle, everything taken down. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, I have to say that. So let's see if the Zoo is working as well. I mean, the king is walking into the town compartment. That's what the king is supposed to do. The queen is supposed to funnel the king in there, and this is looking pretty good. Few headhunters to take down the enemy royal champion. The ice golem is exploding perfectly, and there's not too much damage around this tunnel compartment, which means this is looking pretty good. The queen, meanwhile, on the outside, taking down another wizard tower, which is obviously good for Lalo. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And the king now is taking down the tunnel. So this is looking like a really solid entry. And now the slammer is getting sent into that Tesla farm, into that multi-inferno tower compartment. He has not too many spells left though. Like, you have to say that. He has only 1 freeze left. That's it. 1 freeze to finish off this base. And obviously a ton of Lalo troops, right? A ton of Lalo troops. Is this enough? That's the big question. He's going in with some more headhunters, trying to target this enemy queen, which he apparently is. So this is looking good. The Lalo with the warden ability is doing some great work above the eagle. And now we have the loons and the hounds getting into that last inferno tower. We have mainly ground with that ground expo on the back end. And this is looking pretty good. We have the hound flying across, tanking those air skeletons, last air defense. Let's see, the pups are taking the last air defense nicely. Maybe they can even take that down. And we have a huge loon parade coming into the back, and we have the air defense going down to the pups. That's crazy. That is such a cool attack. Synthe is doing it with 7 invisibility spells and a ton of skeleton spells. That was such a cool attack. Really cool move by Synthe, always staying creative, and this is pushing me even this is hyping me up even further for this next weekend. So crazy attack. And now let's take a look at the stats. We have 8-8 percentage lead. As I said, 4% lead for MCS, and well, this so far is looking pretty good as a war. So let's see if Aphelion can somehow get back. They need the triple, and if Kairos is finding right away this Tesla farm. So let's see what he can do. Tesla farm, queen charge into that Tesla farm. He's dropping the healers as well. In cases like this, always try to drop the queen in front of the healers, because this is what is happening right now. There's at least 1 healer getting targeted by the Tesla, and this is not good. Losing a healer that early without even hitting a black mine, this is quite not the best case I would use. Now the Coco Blimp, I would say, catching already the first black mine, but now he needs to rage things up, making sure that he's getting this enemy Inferno Tower, but so far it does not look like he's getting the Inferno Tower. Wow, that Blimp did not get any value. Now he needs to rage, now he needs to freeze. He's trying, I feel like he's trying to overact. He's overacting a little bit. Not sure. I don't know how Kairos tries to save this. I mean, let's see where the queen is going. If she's going to the right or to the left, back to the Inferno Tower. But it feels like she's going back to the Inferno Tower. That is not looking like it could be saved. But let's see. I mean, it's Queen Charge Hybrid still. If he's not catching a lot of spring traps, it still should be alright. Once again, some internet problems. I have no clue what exactly was going on, but this, once again, like I said, this is going to be fixed in a second. Don't worry about that. We won't lose any second of the attack. It's just like, I don't know, freezing a little bit. I don't know if it's the Clash servers or me. It feels like it's me, but at the same time I was streaming. So why is the stream had no problems? I don't know. Either way, let's get back to the attack. Like I said, we won't miss anything. The queen is taking down the Expo. The queen is taking down the eagle soon, but he had to use the queen ability early. So he has no queen ability left. The rage was not perfect, which means now it's getting really close. He needs to take down this eagle. This eagle is his only chance to get like a comeback into this attack, and he's getting that eagle. That was huge. Now the Royal Champion is taking down the compartment on the right side and is joining up the hybrid at the Town Hall. And now we have the Hawk Brothers, we have the mines, we have everything entering the town compartment. Warden ability used nicely. King is walking inside the multi-infernal tower compartment at the top side, which is great. And now the Hawk Brothers and mines are getting into that backer. Is this somehow still enough? He has one freeze left, he has one heal left. Could this be still safe? So far, there are not a lot of spring traps, so this is still looking doable. He needs to use the heal onto that core troop. So there are so many miners in that core. I think he needs to use them on. He had to use the heal on the core, but maybe that was the right choice. Maybe it was the right choice to say, okay, guys, this is not looking the best. Maybe I should just go for percentages to not fall behind too much, because when you're healing the outside, you're getting obviously more buildings, which means if you're healing the outside, most of the time your Hawk Brothers should take out those outside defenses, and with this, no defenses are covering the outside buildings anymore, so this means you should get more percentage. Either way, this is looking like 87%, which is obviously not the optimal thing. 88%, is this going to be 89 somehow? No, it's looking like 88% for Kairos. Obviously not the optimal result, but still, I feel like it might be the right decision. It might have been the right decision to go for the percentage instead of going for the risky 3-star. So let's take a look at the next attack. We have Kingsman coming in, and he's going with that Queen Charge Hybrid. Let's go. That's always enjoyable to watch. We have the Ice Golem tanking for this Queen Charge. This is a pretty cool idea, especially on bases where they have the single Inferno towers so far on the outside, which is slowly becoming meta, especially in Legend. But, well, let's see. So far, so good. I mean, the Queen Charge is going strong. Outside, some more black mines getting triggered. And it looked kind of funny. Did you see that Tesla not really popping up because of the freeze effect of the Ice Golem? Either way, we have a really sneaky tornado trap right there, a nice Cocoon, and now this needs to go down. Even more black mines. That was insane. So many black mines right around that town hall. He needs to rage again. The rage was a little bit off, so the rage was a bit late, to be honest. So he's losing the queen ability, which is not the best thing, especially charging in between of the queen and the royal champ. So you want to save your queen ability normally in that case, but now we have the hybrid getting into that base, getting into that scatter, but we have a nice heal covering everything. The clan caster is coming out, but this is just a super mini clan caster, which on hybrid cases, if you're not facing it with the Queen Charge, is a really easy task, because the Royal Champ should easily take down both super minions, which is looking great. Warden ability to cover everything, so the clan cast is not doing any damage. Now the heal in that core to take down the enemy, like tanking the enemy scatter, and obviously taking the back end bomb tower. The Queen is alive, taking some more defenses out, which is great as well. And guys, this is looking pretty solid what Kingsman is doing. Is this going to be enough though? The back end eagle is going to be a problem. He needs to take down the eagle with his army of wizards and the king. This is going to be key. If the eagle is going down, this is a lot of damage, which is missing for the defense, and the queen can maybe finish off this base depending on that. So let's see. Queen is still having 1 minute roundabout left to take down the base. We have the warden and we have the Expo left as an important defense. So let's see, and especially let's see what the healers are doing, because I feel like the healers nowadays are trolling so much about like switching to troops which are full HP. So let's see. I mean, the queen now is taking damage, and yeah, sure, that's how it works. Warden needs for sure healing. This is so bad. Finally, the healers are switching. That's important, but I feel like it was a little bit too late, because this queen looks like she's about to go down, and this is only 18 seconds left. So now the warden needs to do some crazy work, but I feel like the wizard tower and the cannon is full HP, which means I don't think that warden is going to finish off the entire base. So great effort by Kingsman, but at the same time, this base is going to defend with 98%. So once again, a really high percentage, which means we're tied once again. We're still tied on stars, but percentage is heavily in the lead for MCS. So going into the last two attacks, we have to see if this is going to be already a win for MCS or if Aphelion Esports can somehow push this back. They need the 3-star. They need the 3-star to kind of pressure MCS to get a 3-star on their own. So let's see. We have Mazz coming in with the dragons, with a super wizard blimp. That's what it looks like. He is having the blimp with him and obviously the invisibility spell. So this is looking like an invisibility blimp. So let's see if that is actually the truth and if that is the case. So far so good. The rage and now the invisibility spell. No. He used the invisibility spell too late. Both mortars shot at his troops. The tornado trap rotated everything in one spot. And this is already not looking good. Aphelion Esports had to get a 3-star. Now the Tesla farm is coming out, roasting his king. Like his king is losing the ability right away. This is not looking good at all for Aphelion Esports. They need this 3-star or even a really high percentage. And even high percentage is going to be a rough time for them because this means MCS needs to do like a 50 or 60% attack. But this is not looking too good. The heal spell is kind of off as well. There are only two dragons in there, which is not the most considering that you started with like 10 plus dragons. And now the invisibility spell nicely plays to get his dragons onto the next defense. But I feel like this dragon won't be able to do much over there. We have some more dragons on the left side. But guys, this is not looking good. It kind of looks like already like the win for MCS. And this is unfortunate, but still, we have one attack to witness from MCS. And so far the attacks of MCS were pretty crazy attacks, we have to say that. So let's take a look at the last MCS attack and let's see if they can once again amaze us with their creativity and if they can show us some new things. Because to be honest, we have some minions, we have some archers, but this won't get a 3-star at all. Unfortunate attack, really, really unfortunate. With those invisibility spells, he had to be faster. But let's jump over to the MCS attack and let's check out what exactly they're going to come up with. We have Eryam coming in, and this is looking like a Chinese smash to me, so let's see what exactly is going to the plan. The plan is to just, blimp the eagle. That's it right now. Blimping that eagle, no rage needed whatsoever, so that's a great value for this blimp. And now the queen is supposed to take down the left side. He has only one warbreaker in his army composition, so this is going to be interesting. I mean, the queen is going to walk around the scatter compartment. Maybe he's wallbreaking after. Maybe he's wallbreaking into that scatter compartment. Let's see. So the scatters on that loon. Now the queen is slowly making her way around that compartment. She's going to take down the next few defenses. Queen is taking down the cannon, taking down the... What is that queen? That queen is trained different. That queen is trained different. What a queen. Wow. My queen would have never went in there. That's some crazy cause that this is going to happen. I mean, the wall break was already happening on the left side. Now the jump spell is leading everything inside the base. This is looking pretty good for Eryam, I think. The healers did switch. That's great. I feel like the rage could have been a little more onto the healers as well because there's a ton of damage. Now freezing that town hall. Warden ability now as well just to help all of those troops getting through all of the damage which is in that core. The next jump to get into the back and get into the second scatter. And the rages are just getting placed to get somehow the town hall down because, to be honest, there is not too much hitting that town hall. The queen needs to do some work over there. The enemy single throne tower is dropping, and now the queen is taking on the town hall and taking that finally down. So there's still some back, and to be honest, there's a single throne tower. The royal champion, yes, of course, it's trying to help, but the queen is having a rough day to finish off this base. I mean, the P.E.K.K.A. at the top side is doing a nice work of helping. The royal champ is still there. The royal champ was still there. And we have the warden at the top side still working on some buildings with few of those healers. The queen needs to use her ability soon, which is unfortunate because this means there is no queen ability left for the back end single throne tower. The queen is walking around, so at least she's not going for a war. That's great news. That's really good news. But is this enough still? The warden and the queen with some archers tanking for that single throne tower. The queen is still not targeted. The warden is targeted. what is going on? This attack, Eryam, is doing... And I don't want to say lucky, but those timings with those back and archers and his warden, well, they're pretty calculated, I would say. And now it's all about the back. I mean, yes, it's a replay, I know, because this was the last attack, so both attacks are happening at the same time, so we had to choose one live attack and one replay. But even though this is getting close, this was around the 3-minute mark where this started, and this is having 4 seconds left. 4 seconds to finish off this base, and this queen is doing it. So this means we have the result set in stone, 13-12. GG's to both teams, obviously. MCS is going to get into the next round, even though this was the best of 2, but the second match, MCS won that as well. So GG's to both teams. It was an amazing war, especially those invisible skeleton spells were kind of impressive. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.